Hey, yo, this is Fonz. And welcome back to another show. Listen, if you're on social media, primarily Facebook, go search BackPorchSports Podcast War Room, where we are always chopping it up. We got special things going on. And, you know, even if you're a Cowboy fan, or like my man, he's still a fan, we'll still welcome you in there, you know.
Watch it. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on our YouTube channel at BackPorchSports Podcast. We're there every week, and we would love for y'all to be a part of it by dropping your comments. If you want to be notified of when that video drop, which is also weekly, hit that notification bell right over to the side. Mm-hmm. And anything else you want to add?
Man, I ain't got nothing else, man. Go on, kick that theme music. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. As we said at the top, this is the baddest show in the planet, in the universe ever, the BackPorchSports Podcast with your man Fonz.
And Quan, what's going on?
Hey man, hope you had a good Christmas.
Yeah, nice holly jolly Christmas.
Yes, boy, I tell you, boy, I got some gifts for Christmas, but we will talk about my big gift later. But so, you know, we're going to go ahead and jump into the topic real quick. Let's talk about the games, not the Sunday games, not the Saturday games, not even the Thursday games, but all the Christmas Day games.
Christmas Day.
Because a lot of those games had a lot of important things riding on them. So let's start real quick with the Raiders at the Chiefs. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, give Antonio Pierce is the next head coach of the Raiders. They don't do that. They messing up.
You're right.
They messing up. This man, he took the Raiders out the cellar and put them on his back. And they're playing a brand of football that we haven't seen in about 60 years from the Raiders. Here's the thing, though. It's not their offense, it's their defense. It's their defense. The defense had two turnovers for touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. And
back to back.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever seen. None of us have seen the Chiefs like this before.
Who? I mean, the Mahomes-led Chiefs. We ain't seen them, but
right. That's why. That's what I meant. But they are not playing good football. Definitely intrigued to see how they make it in the playoffs because they're gonna be playing on the road. But yeah, man, they struggling right now. There's not a lot of productivity on. Again, that wide receiver core, they got to find a way to get these guys involved, get them on the same page. Yeah, somebody got to be held responsible, man.
Yeah,
because there's something going on for the past few weeks, or I think maybe most of this year. Kansas has been either shut out or scored little to none in the second half of football games. And the second half is the most important, I feel like, of the game. Most of the time, it comes down to the second half of that game. Because either you're playing to get back in the game, or you're playing to keep the opposing team out the game.
That's fact.
So the second half is definitely essential to winning football games. So yeah, man, they got to fix a lot of stuff over there.
They really do have a lot to fix. But I wanted to. Everybody gonna say it's the wide receiver core. I'm gonna talk about a running game for a second. Let's start with Patrick Mahomes. He was their leading rusher. He had 10 attempts for 53 yards. What I saw, and everybody's gonna look at the box score and be like, oh well, da 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 da. But what I saw Patrick Mahomes running for his life yesterday, just about all day yesterday. Isaiah Pacheco, he had 11 attempts for 26 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest was 12 yards. Feed that man the ball. I mean, he got hurt in the game, but feed that man the ball. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 4 attempts for 6 yards. His longest was 4. That's not December football. In December and January and on into February, you have to be able to run the ball. Now, they do have a trash bin at wide receiver. I get that. I mean, I can go out there and probably catch about 2 by myself. But Travis Kelce, he had a stinker of a game. He's usually their leading receiver regardless. He had 7 targets with 5 catches for 44 yards. His longest was 24. It took the punter to create a play. That's deep for Kansas City. That's not going to bode well in the playoffs for Kansas City. I don't
think like a one and done. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, if they got to go against somebody like Cleveland, I don't think they're going to win that game. If they got to go against somebody like Miami, it'll be a back and forth game. But I don't think they're gonna win that game.
So? You think that game be back and forth? I don't think so.
I don't. I'm sorry, man.
No, about back and forth. Cause
I don't think it's gonna be back. I think Miami will win outright due to the fact that their offense is that much better than the Chiefs. Kansas City, Chiefs Kingdom. Are y'all missing Eric Bieniemy yet? Let me know in the comments, please. But hey, big ups to the Raiders. We talk about how the Chiefs lost. Let's talk about how the Raiders won. They won specifically on defense. Their defense played lights out from whistle to whistle. So big shout out to them guys, man.
Yeah, they played good. Yeah, the divisional games ain't nothing to play with.
They not. And the Raiders, this is the first time since 2020, I want to say, because they've been going in Arrowhead. Even when Kansas City was at their peak, they've been going in Arrowhead and actually playing them, giving them a good game. So, big shout out to them. Next game, the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, so the Giants almost made it a game.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think they could have pulled away with it.
They could have.
They Philadelphia, man, their defense is still not playing the way it should. Giving up plays, and then the turnovers on the offense just isn't good as well. But I wish my prediction had came true last week. I had said the Giants could possibly upset the Eagles.
They can't close,
and they almost did it. Tyrod Taylor, man, I tell you what, maybe New York should consider starting Tyrod Taylor. Man, he's an experienced quarterback who's had a starting position before. And you definitely seen the difference in the offense in the second half when he was making plays down the field. They played, like you said, they played a tough game. They tried to make it a game. They just, when it came down to it, that 42, I think it was like a 42-yard bomb on the 3rd and 15 to AJ Brown.
Yeah,
that caused the Eagles to get that touchdown. But outside of that, man, the Giants played them close.
They did. I mean, even the final score is kind of close. It's 8 points. So
yeah, but this ain't looking too good for Philly, man. They're taking a slide that they should not be taking late in the season right now. This isn't the time that you want to be losing games or winning games. Well, you're winning games still,
right.
But it's the things that's happening. The score really doesn't tell the full story of the struggles of the Philadelphia Eagles. They still are winning games, but they still got problems on each side of the ball, especially with the turnovers. They got to stop the turnovers. We all know. I mean, you cannot play September football in December and January. You got to.
It never works like that.
To stop that. So,
kudos to the Eagles. I got to give them their props. They had a 3-game losing streak, and they broke it against the Giants, who played.
Let me just say, they played the Giants again the last week of football. So
and I believe that's going to be in New York because they were just in Philadelphia last year.
Yeah, so
they
and the Giants isn't the only one in that division that has played them close. The Commanders was another one. They couldn't get it done, but their games was much closer than the Cowboys series.
Yeah,
between them. But yeah, man, Eagles ain't looking. They ain't flying too high. They ever since that stomp they took, boy, they ain't been looking the same.
Look, it was a lot of long faces out there in Lincoln Financial Field, you know, as a certain part of the game. But, you know, big shout out to them. They did what they had to do, criminal day. You know, they made plays when it counted. So we got to give them credit. And give credit to the Giants, too. They fought hard. Like you said, they fought real hard. Speaking of fighting hard, let me go ahead and my mother texted me about a couple hours ago. You know, she was sending me Ravens stuff because if y'all watched the show last week, you know, I was already giving the 49ers good game. You know, it was a great game. I love to be wrong. So, and my mama checked me on it. So, mom, shout out to you. You checked her. You checked me, mama. The 49ers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Yo, I'm gonna put it to you like this, and I'm a man of my word, and I'm gonna be somebody. You know, I'm like, yo, I didn't think we was gonna go in there and win that game, due to the fact there's a couple of reasons why I didn't think we was gonna win. That how we start games, we start kind of slow, and then on top of that, we had already been on the road last week, 2 back-to-back road games, night road games. So you know you got a short week. Boy, was I wrong, and I'm so glad I was wrong. We went to Santa Clara, San Francisco, the new candlestick, and directly punched the 49ers in the mouth.
Sure did.
Hey, they were folks talking about they gonna beat the you know what out of they gonna kick the you know what out of us. Shout out to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk. Man. I don't know what to say. Turnovers killed the 49ers. Turnovers. Their offensive line killed them because the Ravens' defensive front lived in that backfield. Now, one of the interceptions, the first interception Brock Purdy threw, that was squarely on him. Squarely on him. The other ones, it was good.
It was a lot of tip balls.
Yeah, it was a lot of tip balls. It was opportunistic plays by the defense that really created those turnovers. And then credit to Lamar Jackson and the offense for creating points off of those turnovers. The game could have went bad. Shout out to that idiot ref.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was dumb.
It's I didn't understand it. I don't understand why they counted it as a safety when it was pretty much the referee's fault because he was in the way, and you seen Lamar. I believe Lamar Jackson could have got away from it. Would have been a run, but I believe he could have got away from Fred if he did not trip.
I think with that, yeah, he would have. I really believe he would have got away.
Safety. Like
they gave him a safety because of intentional grounding, which I agree with. He threw the ball, it was no receiver, and he did not make it back to the line of scrimmage. Because remember, Lamar dropped back like 20 yards to get for that sequence of events to happen. Right. Do I excuse the refs for being clumsy? No, I do not.
Exactly. Well, why are you even back? First off, as a ref, I don't even know whether I want to stand in the backfield with Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and them coming. I don't even know whether I want to stand back there. I would have been way back there by the goalpost.
Yeah, I would have been. I would not been in the field to play. Especially when you got a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, who's known to scramble to get out the way, and then you slip on an imaginary banana peel,
exactly,
and trip the man. So, like I said,
I don't know, man. I feel like that flag should have been waved because yes, it was intentional grounding, but who's to say that he might have could have got that ball where a receiver was if he did not trip.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That was crazy, but
it was a crazy sequence of events that happened that put the 49ers up 2-0. And the game went into halftime, 6-5 or something like that. And put it to you like this. Like I said, that game could have went another way for that one situation right there. And then Brock Purdy and, Christian McCaffrey, he gonna get his yards. He gonna get his due. Debo Samuel, he gonna get his due. Brandon Ayuk, they gonna get their due. I think they all had 100 yards apiece. But turnovers
Yeah, turnovers
Turnovers
definitely killed them.
It really did. They and then the 49ers, they were kind of dropping like flies. So big, prayers out to those guys. Trent Williams, their left tackle, who's been in the league 35 years. He had a groin injury.
35 years.
Brock Purdy, he left with a shoulder stinger that he suffered the week before, and it kind of got re-aggravated. I mean, Sam Darnold,
he honestly was ready to.
Yeah, he was ready, but the game was further away than what the score indicates, because if you look at the Ravens defense when Sam Darnold came in, they turned the rush down. They ain't really get after him till the second and third drive after Sam Darnold came in. But overall, it was a dominant performance by the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, he did not turn the ball over. He got 105 quarterback rating, threw for almost 66% last night. So big shout out to Lamar Jackson, and Baltimore Ravens offense for really taking those turnovers and creating points. That was the name of the game. So, Mama, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Here's the only thing that I wanted to see more off of those turnovers, because not every turn, because I got 4 of them last night. But
we got stopped on goal like that. Oh God, I forgot to even go there.
The thing that I wanted to see, okay, the interception that y'all got, it was 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
10-5. That was the score. Y'all, they threw an interception. Y'all started at that San Fran 20-yard line.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all run the ball. Y'all lose 3 yards.
Yep.
You get an incompletion to Zay Flowers, 2 incompletions to Zay Flowers, and then y'all go for the field goal,
which bothered me. But that's not even the worst one. But go ahead.
No, that ain't the worst one. But this score, y'all should have probably had like 50 points. Honestly,
at least 40 at minimum.
At least.
When we got 33 points, I said, okay, we about to score 40 on them.
Yeah,
they ain't turn out the lights this time, so we can get our points.
Yeah, those the ones that y'all did not score touchdowns on is the ones that y'all should have, because honestly, that's the field goals is what kept it a game.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
According to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, you got to stop him here to get some momentum. Like he steady turning the. But see, what bailed us out though, and I get your point. But what bailed us out was the turnovers. What bailed us out was Kyle Hamilton with 2, Patrick Queen with 1, Marlon Humphrey with 1. So that kind of like balanced the even flow of the game, if that makes sense. Because
There was so many of them.
It was so many of them, and then we scored. We got points on 6 consecutive drives.
Right. Yeah.
So that really kind of did it. Now, credit to the 49er defense though, because in the red zone they tightened up.
Oh yeah,
they tightened up, and then we kind of got predictable because we got on the 2-yard line. I want to say the 2 or the 1 yard line. And on third down, we're going to try to sneak Lamar in there. I'm like, not against that defense. That defense is too fast, first of all. Second of all, they're tightening up. This is where you do the bootleg. Don't try to run down the middle, the teeth of that defense. No. You haven't been running all night.
You're right.
So that right there was a blunder. I mean, I take what you said. I like what you said.
That's the only thing. That's about the only fault I could see. The defense played out. Baltimore, y'all. What y'all did was y'all played the way that San Fran would play.
Yep.
And that's taking advantage of those turnovers, making and the offense making them pay for it, and just getting after each and every. I mean, it kind of like the Baltimore old almost. Yeah. But that's the only
2006.
Fault. Yeah, that's the only fault that I seen last night out of Baltimore, man, is not kicking those field goals. At least, I mean, 1 field goal is fine. You know what I mean?
But that's why you pay a kicker. That's why you pay your kicker.
And y'all got a heck of a one. You know what I mean? Y'all know y'all ain't gonna. When he retire, I think he gonna cut his leg off, sending his leg to camp.
Hey man, I put it on ice for him.
But yeah, man, that's the only thing, man. And not scoring on those turnovers like that.
And even in that, I mean, honestly, that could be considered like nitpicking to a degree, and I'm guilty of it too, because I was critical even in the dub. I'm critical when we lose. I'm critical when we win. It's like, okay, we could have had more points, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I'll take that dub.
But then again, I mean, in a sense though, that's probably the reason why y'all may have been so is because of those turnovers. That's what made y'all so comfortable and maybe kicking those field goals and not going for it.
We started being conservative. We started being really conservative, which
can be dangerous. Which can be dangerous,
especially with an offense like that.
Exactly. But with an offense like that's doing all those turnovers, and John Harbaugh, he smelt blood in the water. And, and you know what I'm saying? He just say, look, we're gonna take the points, whether it's 3 or 6. Yeah. And the defense, like I said, man, they played. Y'all defense played good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, honestly, that was the best performance by the Baltimore Ravens as a whole, in my opinion, this year. I mean, I'm not saying it because I'm a fan. It's this football. That's probably the most dominant performance we've seen from a Baltimore Raven team in a long time. Mm-hmm. And hey, everybody, all my fellow flock mates is like, yo, we don't want that one we want the number 1 seed now. Mm-hmm. We want that because I feel I'm gonna be real with you. 2019, 14-2. I wasn't confident. If you remember, I was like, nah, this don't feel right. And then what happened? We got punched in the mouth by Tennessee. I feel better about getting this number 1 seed now than I did back then. I feel better about that. I don't know. It's been something about this season that's making me feel like, yo, we all right. Even though I was not given that confidence last week. I was not confident because I mean, you got to think about it. It was a lot of variables that made me not want to be confident, but they proved me wrong, and I'm happy.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I'm noticing. Number 1, Lamar is playing. I think at he won MVP already before.
Yeah, but you don't care about it though.
This time he's more of a. I feel like he's more complete now.
Yeah.
First off, I want to shout out your offensive line. The offensive line has gave Lamar Jackson a lot of time.
This man braided his hair.
I'm telling you. and doggone. So that's great that the offensive line is playing much better because it's not forcing him to run. But then I also credit Lamar Jackson for not always looking to run first and actually allowing the play to develop first before using his legs. Now, you seen what happened when he did escape from that pocket. But
and to your point, I like what he's doing now because 2019, he led the league in touchdown passes. Let's not let that slide up on the rug. But he ran for like over 1,100 yards by himself. Yeah. So he's using his legs now as a complimentary piece because he's like, all right, surround me if you want to. If I see one little crease, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, I just gotta, man. Y'all from top to bottom, especially with the offensive coordinator, he's did a great job in allowing Lamar Jackson to take the wheel of this offense and just using it, and also the signing or the doggone drafting of Zay Flowers. That was a steal. Nobody seen. Nobody seen that. And I think Zay Flowers has been very special to this offense. Mm-hmm. Odell, I think that was a lot of hype because Odell ain't really been doing much.
No, wait. And I was one of the ones that said it too. Now I was not happy Easter Sunday when they said Odell Beckham Jr. signed to a 1-year deal worth $18 million. I was not impressed. But here's what I'm learning. And I did not mean to cut you off, but I got to make this point. Odell, regardless of age, you still got to account for him.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that.
You still got to account, and that's making everybody. Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, Zay Flowers. We in the past 2 years, we've gotten some steals out the draft. One was Zay Flowers. The other one was Kyle Hamilton. Shout out to Kyle Hamilton, man. Because my man's playing banged up and still putting in work. Did you see when he was on the ground? And this dude, the hustle. Do the hustle. He did it. But you know, you gotta account for Odell, man. So I mean,
y'all using all the weapons y'all got. We use that. It's like a
puzzle. It's like a puzzle.
Zay Flowers, I feel like can be named the number one because he gets he gets the most targets.
He does. Because Bateman ain't doing what he's supposed to do. I'm sorry. I told Corey last night, I'm done with Bateman. You know, y'all got
outside of him, and then the crazy thing is, if I don't know what the status is of Mark Andrews,
but he's supposed to.
But if
they tell me he coming back,
boy.
They he was in the locker room with no crutches.
Yeah, so. If Mark Andrews, and I wouldn't rush him back. I would not rush him back.
I'm about to say, I was going to say, and I ain't mean to cut you off. My bad, man. But this it touched my heart. You know, I ain't coming to preach to you today, but something touched my heart. It was the doggone Isaiah Likely show to me because, like you said, don't rush Andrews back.
No,
I don't even want to.
No need to.
Honestly, if we make it that far,
I will rest him for the rest of the season.
I will rest him because Likely is doing the thing right now. Likely is doing the thing. Shout out to that dude, man. But if he does come back and if he about 85-89%, you still got to account for him. But I wouldn't rush him back, not especially with that injury, man. But
we thought. Now y'all play Miami next.
Yeah.
Now this 49ers team is supposed to have been y'all test. But you know what happens when you got two, you know.
It's like
before it was okay, well, in the NFL, the Ravens and the 49ers are the top two teams in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
And again, what causes that one team to go under that to, you know, surpass the other is turnovers. So that's what we seen last night. And now y'all go play Miami.
But they got to come.
And they got to come to the bank.
They got to come to the bank. Listen to me.
Now, if
come to the bank.
Now, I feel like this is the game. Now, I thought the 49ers disappointed me. I think they disappointed everybody. Because honestly, I didn't know.
Anybody
the crazy thing is,
who's a Raven hater, you know what I'm saying? They mad about that game.
the crazy thing is, y'all beat the 49ers. They use and the thing that I'm not understanding about the 49ers is that why do they look for Christian McCaffrey so much?
When they got playmakers.
They look for Christian McCaffrey got 14 carries, over 100 yards.
Yeah.
And those 100 yards was in spurts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would crack him in the mouth one time, stop him at the line of scrimmage.
We was hitting.
And then next thing you know, he'd go for 30, 40 yards down the field or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. You can't help that. You can't help that because
there's no shame in that one. Giving that up.
Literally everybody on that team you got 5 linemen, but you also got like 3 other blockers out there that's blocking really well. Debo Samuel, great blocker at the wide receiver position.
Beast.
And so yeah, but the thing is, they got playmakers outside of Christian McCaffrey, and it just seems like
they went away from George Kittle. Cause we after that, the first couple of plays, we kind of like, all right, y'all ain't gonna beat us with George Kittle.
But I'm trying to figure out why isn't Debo having so much production? Because last night, it was between George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey. They was eating y'all up with George Kittle across the middle of the field with all those
big plays
with the crossing routes and stuff. You know, 1-on-1 with the safeties. That's understandable. Where's Debo? You know what I'm saying? Brandon Ayuk, he do what he do. You know, he's a little speedster himself. But where's Debo? And it seems like, to me, they look for Christian McCaffrey a lot. Either they running him a lot, or he's just he's essential to that and that's what I was looking for with Baltimore. I was like, okay, after y'all, especially like when y'all had gained, I think it was a 3 touchdown lead, 21. I think it was y'all was up 21. I was like, okay, they ain't gonna look for Chris McCaffrey no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't run the ball.
No. He can't run the ball, but he showed me catch.
He can stay. He can still catch. But nevertheless, I'm very, very intrigued to see this Baltimore Miami game now, because if y'all win, y'all clinch the number 1 seed. But the Dolphins is number 2 as well, so I think they want that number 1 seed too. So it's gonna be a dogfight at the bank. I hope y'all got enough cash to cash whatever type of check to try to bring.
Look, you better hope your pay came in on time.
I'm trying to tell you, but
because that game last night, we thought it was gonna be a heavyweight championship bout, and it was. It's just that the 49ers got punched in the mouth. This game here, like you said, is the second biggest test of the season. 49ers was first. No, I'm gonna say it's the third biggest test, because it was 49ers, then it was Detroit. Now is
y'all mollywop Detroit. Y'all didn't look like y'all even tried.
It was a test. They were saying,
I remember seeing that game.
Where we was.
Lamar Jackson was sitting back there counting.
He sat back there
doing his timetables. That bit.
He was sitting back there for a minute.
That didn't look so much like a test, but this next game at 1:00, and y'all 3.5 point favorites.
I say we cover it. It's gonna be close.
We gonna see who really wants this number 1 seed.
We gonna see.
I think I know Miami wants everything to come through Miami, and I know Baltimore would love for everything to come through the bank. So this one should be not as physical, because with the Ravens and the 49ers, you pitting 2 doggone. It's like Big Bang Theory. It's like you pitting 2 big galaxies together. With the defenses clashing and whatever, even though y'all matched up pretty well against 49ers offense personnel. But
that's what I'm saying.
But nevertheless, this Dolphins, I'm intrigued, first of all, for the Ravens' sake, to see how you contain Tyreek Hill and all this play action that the Dolphins gonna be running.
That's the biggest thing, is because they love to keep their offense in motion, and I respect that. My biggest thing is, like you said, can the defense not contain him, because it's kind of hard to contain him, but slow him down. Don't let everything go over top. Now, Jalen Waddle is he's injured. He's gimpy right now. So that's the other half of their Maserati. We don't know if he's going to be. I mean, they're optimistic he's going to be there Sunday, but we don't know. We probably won't know about that till Saturday. But even still, he's gimpy. I seen it when it happened. We'll see.
We shall see.
We will see. I'm expecting the Ravens to win that game, though, simply because it's at home. It's late in the season. Miami's on the road. Miami has had trouble with above 500 teams this year. They beat on everybody that's below 500, but get to somebody, Buffalo Bills, and they get blown out. I've seen them get blown out this year. Are we gonna blow them out? No, because it's gonna be close. Because hopefully they take some inspiration from this past Monday. Hopefully Baltimore takes inspiration from Chroma Day, because the 49ers offense is that dynamic too. But we'll see. I got the Ravens winning that game. You said it. You heard it here first.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's gonna be a good one. Like I said, man, the defense. Our defense is the key to Baltimore's success right here, right now, because the defense got to keep this game manageable. Lamar, I feel like Lamar is going to do what Lamar needs to do. Y'all don't have to worry about points. Y'all got a good kicker. Y'all got a lot of weapons on the offensive side.
More than that.
The only thing y'all need right now, and this is kind of leaking into the offseason, maybe my prediction, maybe for the draft, running back. That's the only thing. Because
I hear Derrick Henry might not go back to the Titans.
Now that'll be crazy, but I don't know. No. A little too power run.
That's good, because that's what you need at the goal line, or like 3rd and 1. That's what you need.
Yeah,
and then we could design plays for him. But see, I'm not saying that might happen. Here's the thing. Derrick Henry, Keaton Mitchell, when he come back, because we all seen him. But that's then really that leaves J.K. Dobbins. That's the wild card there. I'm concerned about his.
But he's too injury prone.
That's it. He's too injury prone. But I like him. I like him. Pause. I like him. You know what I'm saying? I like what he brings to the team. Because we seen how J.K. Dobbins work. So, but that Derrick Henry is intriguing.
He's a Baltimore type of running back. I will say that. I'm gonna put him. But
put him on Madden.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know it would be. Y'all would be successful with him.
Oh yeah, because we know how to use him.
I would want somebody with a little bit more speed. But I mean, he has speed when he breaks that second. Second level.
We got Keaton Mitchell for the speed. We got Justice Hill for the speed.
So you using him as a down back, third possessional back.
Even Gus got some speed on him. He ain't fast, but he fast.
Right.
So I mean, we'll see. I mean, Ravens running back room has always been good. I mean, that's 20 some odd years of a good running back room. This is by far the best receiver room I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and I've been a fan of almost 30 years.
Y'all answered the bell. Bell because it was a lot of questions around that wide receiver room. Lamar not having a number one, not having a lot of production. Y'all got it now. Y'all got it now.
I'm looking at the Baltimore Ravens, and that's my favorite team. You know, hey, ain't no excuse this year.
It can't be.
There's no excuse.
I don't know. I gotta look it up. Maybe we'll talk about it next show. But I haven't seen Baltimore number one seed in a minute.
It's not 2019 number one.
2019 y'all number one seed.
Yeah.
So it's been,
that was the. But here's the thing. That was the first time. That was the very first time.
Very first time. Right.
Now we've been we've been in the top 2 seed before. I think in 2006 we was number 2.
Right.
Super Bowl year we was like number 4. The first Super Bowl I want to say we was like 4. Cause we had a 12-4 record that year. But that's I gotta look that up. But to grab the number 1 seed again, that'll be huge. And I think this time it'll finish differently. I really think so. The way the balance is looking, because right now this is the most balanced Baltimore's ever been. It's a balanced team.
Got an alignment this year.
Yes, boy. I tell you what, boy, got that alignment. They hit that little thing, tick, 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 tick. It drives straight as a doggone arrow, boy. But yeah, man, let us know in the comments, you know, how y'all felt about the Christmas Day games, man. And, you know, I hope everybody did have a good holiday, regardless of your team won or lost or not. Still, we hope y'all had a good holiday. And, you know, we getting ready to be in the new year, 2024. And a lot of big things are going to be happening. So y'all watch the channel, you know, subscribe. If you didn't support the channel, there's links in the description on how you can support our channel. And we appreciate all the support. Even if you just dropping by, throwing a like up there, that helps us out. And we appreciate y'all for it. You got anything you want to add, bro?
Not at all.
All right. So until next time, this has been the baddest show on the planet, universe, all of it. The BackPorchSports podcast. What you bad for?
And Corn.
We out, y'all.